So that's 1-0 to Arsenal. Thierry Henry has broken the deadlock, but let's go back to Villa Park, and Villa really should be one up, shouldn't they, Billy Mack?
Aye, that's right. Bad miss from the young lad on his debut. Simpson. Ball comes in totally unmarked, 4 yards out, and he just clears it right over the bar. He really should be missing from that distance.
Even you'd have scored from there, wouldn't you, Billy?
Aye, that's right. I reckon even I would have got that, and yeah, I wouldn't have cleared the bar like that.
No, that's right. You usually clear the bar with your singing.
Anyway, the lad really should have scored.
Well, there you have it, viewers, and that's from a man who knows about missing from 4 yards.
I did actually score over 200 goals in my career.
Absolutely, you did score 200 plus goals, which, however you look at it, is one hell of an achievement.
Thank you, David.
Mind you, think how many you might have scored if you were sober. OK, let's go over to Stamford Bridge.
Mr. Kormanowski.
Here he is. Tony Dorset, the footballing legend. Stand back, Peter. He's safe. This is the genius who's going to be managing my little Premiership football team.
No, I've still got 2 years to run on my contract at least.
Tony. Don't disappoint me. I've had a lot of bad luck with managers.
Yeah, well, so I've heard. How is poor Jimmy?
Fine, yeah. He's dead.
What was it in the end?
Well, they say a heart attack, but his age could have been anything.
47. What was he doing, drinking out of a car battery?
Who knows? Who knows why there were scorpions in Terry McNamara's kit bag? Who knows why Bobby hit himself round head with cricket bat?
Well, it's a royal puzzle.
Tony, please. Let us not dwell on their mistakes. It is a great day when one gets to meet his hero.
Me?
Of course, eh? You know, one night in Kabul back in '84, after a long day fighting with my brother soldiers, I watched you play on a tiny black and white TV against Borussia Dortmund. You know, you took the ball from halfway line around 5 players, then calmly chipped it over the goalkeeper's left shoulder like a Mujahideen warrior.
That was a great game. It was a Tuesday night.
The day I made my first billion, I built a statue of you in my hometown. From concrete. And my own blood.
Well, that's a nice gesture. Now, I've had a couple of thoughts about why you lads...
Tony, please. There's plenty of time for this later. Let's not ruin the beautiful evening, eh? You recognize these? 81 Milk Cup semi-final, header off back post. Your short shorts, Tony, eh? Your little shorty shorts.
Good Lord.
I got them off the eBay. Well, I got them off a man who got them off the eBay. A greedy man, but he won't be so greedy anymore. Sit down, Tony, please. Would you like some soup?
Oh, yeah, great.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is nice, isn't it? Drink up well, because tonight we make fire together. What? You and I, let us steal fire from the gods and make flames like the cavemen.
Wait, do you not want to talk tactics?
Have you ever seen a man's fluid in the light of a bonfire, Tony?
No.
It appears quite black. Here, take this. We're going to the stadium, to the East Terrace.
What, the one the council's just listed, so it can't be turned into a hotel?
Here, come. You can put these on in the car.
Having the breakfast bar in the corner, so that's fine for families, but a young couple looking to buy the house might not want to put the bar there. So my advice would be to keep things open, very much creating an open palette for potential buyers to do
Dimitri?
their own thing with.
Why are you disturbing me, Tony, on a Wednesday? It is
Property London night! You said to come over and talk about the team.
It's just my little joke, Tony, of course. I knew you were coming.
What's that?
It's my wife. She's ironing. She doesn't like chores.
O'Connor hasn't turned up for training again. I think the rumours might be true about him going to Arsenal.
No. He knows how much I value loyalty. You know, now I remember, I think he complained to me about a twisted ankle. And a groin injury, I think.
A groin injury? He never mentioned it to me.
Possibly a broken thumb? He's not going to Arsenal. Come, Tony, sit, please.
I'm very happy standing.
No, please, sit in my chair. Here.
Oh, thank you.
See, we can watch Property Ladder together.
It's a bit cramped.
I've known worse. During my time in the Navy, I was lieutenant on a submarine in the Baltic when a destroyer cut across our bow, damaging the bulkhead and sending me right down to the bottom of the sea. I was alone in a sealed chamber for 3 days with no food and very little oxygen.
Gutted.
The only thing that kept me going, Tony, was my black market cassette of your FA Cup single. Tony Dorset and his mega mix crew. We're going to Wembley to win the cup. We'll feel all trembly when we hold it up. As I slipped into unconsciousness, your voice pulled me through. Can you feel my gratitude, Tony?
Is your wife all right? Sounds like she needs help.
You know, I think she's made a bit of a mess. Please, go with Pieter to the double garage. Under the giant garden Jenga, you will find 2 shovels and some heavy-duty plastic sheeting. I'll finish off here with Serabini.
Still 2-0 to Arsenal, of course, at the Emirates Stadium. Meanwhile, in the lunchtime kick-off, Tottenham lost 1-0 at Liverpool, which means they continue to slide down the table. Someone I've often seen sliding down the table is Billy McNabb. So, Billy Mac, anything happening at Villa Park?
No, Dave. Sadly, nothing much happening at all, except for a terrible tackle by Hughes. Left his foot in. Ref didn't spot it, but then, of course, refs never do, because they don't know what's going on. They've never played football at professional levels, so they have no idea what's happening. Bit like yourself, Dave.
Guilty as charged. I am but a humble pupil in the presence of teachers. Bells, Glenfiddich and all the other boppers you bring in every Saturday.
I've seen you play, and you run like a girl.
And you've seen a few girls running in your time, haven't you? Usually to go fetch a policeman. Oh, and Luton have equalised against QPR. Thorpe, the scorer there.
Oh!
And a cry goes up from Billy Mack. Talk us through it, Billy.
Right, it's another bad miss from the lad Simpson. He's on a really lean spell now, just the 1 goal in the last 12 games.
Actually, I think it's 1 in 13, yeah.
Oh, sorry, well, I've never had much call for maths.
That's not what I've heard.
Eh?
Sorry, I thought you said maths. Let's go over to Stamford Bridge.
And then Luton hit the post with a great effort from Thorpe, but then almost immediately QPR broke away and very nearly scored through Gallants. So action at both ends here.
Action at both ends. Sounds like Billy McNabb the morning after. So, Still 0-0 at Villa Park, and the crowd really seem to be getting on Villa's back, don't they, Billy?
That's right, Dave. The fans are really not happy and they're letting the players know. There's a lot of booing from all corners of the ground, especially when the youngster Simpson gets the ball. They seem to be singling him out.
It's not nice to see, is it? I mean, how does a young player handle being barracked like that, you know?
Well, it's not easy, particularly once the boo boys have picked you out as a scapegoat. You know, it really destroys your confidence.
And in your long and distinguished career, has that ever happened to you, you know, a situation where you found you were being affected by the booze?
What am I saying? What am I saying?
All right, yes! I'm a drunk. A pathetic, pitiful drunk, all right. And many's the time when I've woken up in a gutter somewhere with me clothes caked in shit and piss and vomit. But believe you me, your mockery could never equal my own self-disgust. But we've all got our secrets, haven't we? A dark, rotting core inside us. You beat your wife. You're hooked on drugs, painkillers. And you're nubbing that lassie off the nature programme while your poor wife's away in Northampton with the cancer. So with 10 minutes to go, looks like Villa may have to settle for a draw.
Let's go over to Stamford Bridge.